Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to episode 15 of Friday Night Football. I didn't really do an official Friday Night Football last week. I was doing the draw for the tournament that I'm in now, my European Super League, Champions League type tournament. And I really wasn't planning on doing the game that I'm going to do tonight, but it's a pretty good matchup, so you'll see where we are. Game news, there's no game news this week. It is all the sets that I've had to create, I've done. Um, Lots of good action on the Delphi forum. So if you guys look for, I think, Net Result Soccer on Delphi, you'll find us there. A lot of people jumping into the game. You also can find us on Facebook. So I think it's Net Result Soccer and other soccer, Net Result Soccer and Soccer Discussion, I think, or something. Just look up Net Result Soccer on Facebook. That group is growing as well. So really excited to see different people coming in and playing the game, having different ideas, lots of ideas flying around. So it's neat to see where the game is at and kind of the growth of people playing it. I'm kind of excited about that. So that being said, for tonight's video, first, if you like the video, you like the content, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, like the video. Also, subscribe to the channel. I have my subscriber list is growing, which is cool. Uh, but I do these videos really to highlight the game. I do other videos as well. I haven't recently because I've really been focusing on this game. But I do these videos to focus on Net Result Soccer and what's available. And what is available, what I'm playing now, is this Super League tournament. So I took the top 5 teams. You saw, if you've watched any of my past videos, I did practice games. I took the top 5 leagues in Europe. So the Premier League, La Liga, Liga 1, Serie A, and Bundesliga. And took the top, I did a coefficient rating based on the UEFA coefficients. I took the top 32 teams, but only 8 teams per country, so and so forth. Then I did a draw. So tonight we are going to get 2 teams in the top 10 of that. So pot 1 is the first 8 teams, pot 2 is the second 8 teams. Real Madrid, the number 5 seed, is going to host Chelsea, the number 10 seed. And it's kind of a juicy matchup. This is a good one. 2 top 10 teams. So when I saw that, that's where I was at in my replays. I thought, this is a really good one to do. I'm gonna play. I've been enjoying the tournament. I am in the second round of it. It's six rounds of pool play. I'm in round 2. It's really neat to be able to see all the teams that I'm able to see. So the 5 big leagues, and you're seeing teams and names, and oh, this person's on the. I was coming home today listening to Sirius XM, Sirius FC or XM, whatever it is, the soccer channel on Sirius XM, and they're talking about Newcastle going out to go get a player, but then Newcastle won't sell Liverpool Isak, so then they're going after I think Akite or Akite, someone from Eintracht Frankfurt, who I just played, and he played in the game and he scored twice, I think. So it's just cool to see these. My next project, which is down the road a little bit because I'm still pretty early in this one, but I'm really contemplating doing a level 2 of this tournament. So taking the next 32 teams, because there could be 3 levels. So the next 32 teams and playing those out as well and seeing how that plays. So that's kind of like our Europa League, that's number 2. And Manchester United would get into that one. So that's what I'm considering. I've already kind of ranked out where those teams would be and the coefficient. So that might be what I do next. For tonight's game, Real Madrid hosting Chelsea. Both these teams lost in the first round. So this is a very important game for both of them. It's really, for Real Madrid, they're at home against Chelsea. This is huge because if they lose and have to go back to Chelsea and need a win, that's going to be tough. Chelsea might have a little bit of leeway here, but going down, losing the first 2 out of 6, this is tough. So this is a big game. Real Madrid is going to go. They've made a few changes to their lineup from the last game. Specifically, Vinicius Jr. is not in the starting lineup. I'm doing random lineups, and it's based on how many times they started, and then random subs based on how many times they subbed, and so forth. So it's all weighted towards the players that played more. So, and then you have to have a certain range of positions and so forth. So Asensio, Militao. Oh, here we go. Militao, Rudiger, Antonio Rudiger gets to start against Chelsea. That's kind of cool. Tuccio Manny, Valverde, Camavinga, Luka Modric, Bellingham, Rodrigo, and Mbappe will start with Courtois starting against his old team as well. Vinicius Jr. is on the bench. Chelsea's going to go with Fofana, Cucurella, Caldwell, Caicedo, Fernandez, Madueke, Palmer, Sancho, Jadon Sancho, Neto, and Nicholas Jackson with Robert Sanchez in the goal, or in goal. Looking at the lineups, this lineup is not as strong for Real Madrid as it could be with Vinicius out, but they're still pretty good. They're average 2.03 goals per game on average with a 6.8 defense. So they got a good across the board there. Chelsea's 1.87 goals per game with a 6.4 defense. So Real Madrid has the advantage on both. In goal, let's look at that really quick again. Courtois is a 76 and Sanchez is a 76 as well. So the goalies are pretty much the same. Courtois is a -2 on rating and Sanchez is a +2. So it's a pretty close game setup. Looking at the coefficient numbers, the Premier League gets a +1 possession. So they go from 11 to 10 because their coefficient, their league is stronger. And then on a 1 to 11, you'll see here in the bottom corner, on a 1 to 11 roll, it will either stop a shot from happening from Real Madrid no matter what, or it will allow a shot for Chelsea. So if Chelsea rolls and that turns yellow, that means the shot is going to go through and can't be stopped. If Real Madrid rolls a shot and that it's stopped, it's not a stop, it's just, I play it as a P. So that will happen there. So Chelsea has the advantage in a couple areas. What we'll see important, what I've seen really important in these tournaments is the plus-minus. That extra possession point, especially looking at this with Chelsea as a 10, they can move to a 9 and actually have the possession advantage if they get ahead in the plus-minus. So good game ahead. Both teams 0-1 or 0-0-1, no points. And we'll see how this plays out. We'll go ahead and get started. Opening roll. Kickoff's going to go to Real Madrid. And Mbappe out of the gate has a chance against a 0. It's on target. And it's saved. So Mbappe, first roll of the game, they lob it down to her. He beats the defender, gets a shot off. 56 is the shot rating, so that is saved, and it's a normal. So an aerial battle, 1 versus 7 is won by Real Madrid. 1077, P, 533. Valverde, nope, it's not in his shot range, just outside that shot range of a 33-4. The 5 is the check. My check numbers are down here. So that is a P. 654, P. 145, P. 931, it's a shot by Neto against a 4. That is off target. So Neto gets one through off target. Oh, I got to do this. And Neto goes off target. That is going to be Real Madrid's ball. Again for Mbappe against a 1, and that one stopped. Cole Palmer with a 1. The shot stops numbers are down here. So Palmer is a 1, and he rolls a 1, so that one stopped. Open play, 981, P. 943 is a shot by Rodrigo against Caicedo. That one stopped as well. Chelsea's defense so far good after that first attempt. Mbappe again against a 16 and stopped. So the first game they played, Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. were in the lineup, and they played, I think it was Lazio, who has a 60 goaltender. They couldn't get shots on target. Those two were really quiet. So already Mbappe's got a few rolls in this game. That's good. They were shut down and they lost. I think it was 3-0. It was bad. That one is stopped. So we play. 1078 P. 236 is a P. 967 P. 124 for Chelsea. Fofana. Nope, that's a P. 518 fouled. Enzo Fernandez is fouled by Mbappe. First foul of the game, free kick to Chelsea. 566, P, 216, foul 2, and that's a foul. Militao, oh my goodness, I should look that one up. Militao, how's that? We'll go with that. Militao is fouled by Jackson. Militao. Could never get on TV. They would not allow me to mispronounce everybody's name. 357 P. 486 taken away by Caicedo. 214 is a possible corner, but no, it's stopped by the defense. 212, that one is a corner kick. So I have the corner stop ratings down here. If this is red when a corner kick comes up, not an 11, 11s are always corner, but a 12 or above corner, if it's red, it means it's stopped. So a corner kick to Chelsea. 10:53, just outside the shot range. That's a P plus though. Chelsea has with the offensive advantage. See how here this is the yellow? If this was a shot for Chelsea, it wouldn't be stopped no matter what, even though defender one would have stopped it. But it's not a shot. It's 764 there in P plus. 177 taken away by Asensio. Real Madrid's ball. 617 is a foul. Camavinga is fouled by Madueke. Free kick. Real Madrid, 9:26, and that is a foul 5, which is a P. 477, taken away by Caicedo. 564. 564 is a P. 1074, taken away by Jackson. Taken away by Jackson against a 1 that is through. It's on target, but saved. So Jackson gets a shot off, goes on target, and it's saved. 30 is the number. Courtois saves it. He controls, outlets it. P star for Valverde. Real Madrid has it, but lost to Caicedo. Taken away by Chelsea. 123. Shot attempt by Fofana against a 10. That gets through, but it's off target. Fofana has a 1 on target. That's not going to work. Off target, -50, Real Madrid's ball. 862 P, 746 P, 512 is a corner kick for Real Madrid. 873 is a P. 873 P. 832 offside Bellingham. Jude Bellingham goes offside. Free kick to Chelsea. 167 P. 927 the shot attempt by Neto against a 10 and stopped. So Real Madrid gets their first shot stop of the game. 316 is a foul 2, and that's a foul. Caldwell's fouled by Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni. Caldwell fouled by Tchouaméni. Free kick. 644. Shot attempt by Madueke against a 6. That is through on target, and he scores. So there's a goal for Chelsea. Nani Madueke rolls a 44. It's in his shot range. The defender is a 6. So he beats that. It's on target. 87 minus 11 is 76, which is the goal, but the +5 makes it even better. On the free kick, Madueke scores, and Chelsea takes the lead. Assisted by Neto, and my fan in the background is barking at me. Let me let her in. Hold on. Okay, both of them are in here, so we'll see how long that lasts because they're staring at me, wanting me to do something. Okay, 1-0 Chelsea. Real Madrid's ball. 342 P, 242 P, 661 P, 368 is a possible card. Nope, not in the range. That's a P. 384 P, 344, 762 is a P. Modric gets a P. 478 is a takeaway by Caicedo. Again, another takeaway. Caicedo. 668 is going to be a card. Camavinga cards for Real Madrid. First yellow card of the game. And Chelsea will have the ball. Possible shot by Sancho against a 12, and that's stopped. Sancho, who one of the 5 players that Manchester United is trying to sell and can't because nobody wants them, including them. All right, but I digress. P. 1084. P. 735 is a shot by Palmer against a 12, and that one does get through, but it's off target. So Chelsea, early control, 5 shots to 1. Real Madrid has it, 384. They still have, Mbappe can strike at any time here. P star for Asensio for Real Madrid with the ball. 448 P, 454 P. Still in P star, 112. Asensio goes -1 on the corner. So what I do, so the home team for me will not lose the plus-minus advantage on a 1-point differential. They have to be behind by 2 for the road team to get an extra possession bonus. I will mark Asensio though because he is a -1. That will drop. I've dropped their endurance by 10 minutes, so his endurance will become a 65 now if he rolls on an endurance check in the second half. Corner kick, Real Madrid, 187 P. 957 P, 356 P, 744. Shot attempt by Palmer against a 3. That's through, but it's saved. So Palmer gets the shot off on target. Courtois saves it. 59 is the number. That's a normal. Aerial battle is won by Real Madrid. Chelsea is doing well right now. 123 is a P. Still only up one though. 755 P plus. Palmer earns a P plus. Offensive advantage 343. 174 is taken away by Asensio. 458 P. 971 taken away by Rodrigo. Real Madrid playing some defense here. 256, 461 P. 725. Foul 2, and that's a foul. Palmer is fouled by Mbappe. Free kick to Chelsea. 763 P. 925 is a foul. Rodrigo is fouled by Madweke. Free kick to Real Madrid. Still only, they have one shot the first roll of the game. They haven't had a shot since then. 475 taken away by Caicedo. 771 possible card. No, not in Modric's range, so it's not a card. 364 P. 741 P. 226 shot attempt by Cucurella against a 10 is stopped. Real Madrid stops that one. 681 taken away by Camavinga. 315 foul 5 and a P. 788 P. 966 P. 338. So you'll notice the time hasn't rolled much. If you're new to the game, not familiar with it, it's a variable timing mechanism. So on possession numbers 1 to 4 and 18 to 20, the time will add by 1 minute. Otherwise, it doesn't. And you can have a lot of rolls in a minute. So a lot of action, a lot of balls being passed around. So 338 is a P. 966 P. 461 P. 1065 is a P plus for Mbappe. So Real Madrid with the offensive advantage. Can they do anything with it? 153, 838 is a possible shot by Bellingham against a 1 on target. He scores. So Jude Bellingham scores to even it out. 838 is a shot against a 1. The check is a 6. 19 is on target. 73, so it's 70 plus 3, but plus 20 on the P plus. Bellingham uses that P plus offensive advantage to get the goal and to tie it up. Assisted by Camavinga. And we're tied. That's the big P plus right there. Chelsea with it. Possible card, and nope, not a card. We play a P. 985 P. 1073. Taken away by Mbappe with a possible shot against an 11 and stopped. Chelsea stopped that shot attempt from happening. 625 shot by Madweke, and that doesn't matter because it's yellow, so it's through, but saved. Madweke goes on target, saved by Courtois. 36, and that's going to be Real Madrid's ball. 866 P. 954 P. 327. Rudiger is a possible shot against a 0 off target. So Rudiger gets a shot off. Off target, though. And Chelsea's ball. 255 P. 844 P. 838 is a P. 724 P. 586 P. 375 shot, or not shots, taken away by Caldwell. Not a shot. Taken away by Caldwell. 10-7 taken away by Mbappe with a possible shot, though. Against a 1, stopped. It would have been a goal, too. So that 1, the entire front line of Chelsea, the highest defense is a 1, and Palmer gets his second shot stop of the game. This one would have been a goal. Mbappe would have given them the lead, but he stops it from happening. Mbappe again with the takeaway against a 0, but this time it's off target. So Kylian Mbappe is very active. 61, that's going to be Chelsea's ball. 462 P. 738. Shot by Palmer against a 10 is stopped. Open play. 10-15 is a foul. Jackson is fouled by Camavinga. So Real Madrid started out slow, picked up the pace, playing well right now. 957 is a P. 541 is a shot by Fernandez against a 0. That's off target. So Fernandez goes off target. Chelsea's starting to pick it back up again. That will be Real Madrid's ball, though. 987 is a P. 252. So that's one of the things that has been talked about on the message board this week is how do you play the defensive P? So you can see the cards here like 84 to 88, 84 to 88. How do you play that? And some of the thoughts are you play it as a missed tackle and the other team gets it. So when I first started playing the game, that's not how I played it. I played it as a P, so it's just an open play. And then I saw that initial conversation and I played it that way for a while to where that that defensive P becomes a missed tackle. So I played that for a long time. And then I switched back. I started playing my last couple of replays trying to do as straight based on the cards as much as possible, just to verify reality on the sets, not reality, accuracy, sorry, on the sets that I'm making. So I took that, I just kind of played it. But now that conversation is coming back up again, and the thought is it helps the weaker teams because the better teams have more possession, so they have less takeaways, so they have a bigger P range. Like Rudiger is a 75 to 88 as a defender, 81 to 88. So the weaker teams that don't possess the ball as much have a lower range, they'll have less missed tackles, so they'll be able to have the ball more. I might do that, but I'm not going to do it in the middle of a round. I probably will wait to test that out some more after I get to round 3. That way everyone's played each other, and we'll do that again. So that's just a thought, one of the possible house rules that people might play with or use. So we'll see. Like I said, I might adopt that after I get into round 4. That was a P. 277, taken away by Cucurella. 323 is a P plus. So a P plus to Chelsea. 616 foul 4, and that's still a P plus. It's not a foul. 84 P plus. We're into stoppage time. 3 minutes of stoppage time. 986, 663 still in P plus. 542 still in P plus. 157 P plus. 772 finally taken away by Modric. Modric gets the takeaway. Real Madrid has it. 254 is a P. 227 is a possible shot by Cucurella against a 1 off target. Cucurella is a 46. He's actually got really good shot numbers. He scored 5 times. Very good shot numbers for a defender. But he's off target this time. 36 is Real Madrid's ball, and that will end the half. Okay, so half number 1 done. Let me write down the numbers here. 9 shots to 4 for Chelsea. 4 of those on target. So Chelsea was the better team that half. Fouls are 4 to 3, so that's pretty even. Good first half, even first half, and we'll see if Real Madrid can pick it up again here in the second half. Hold on. See if they can pick it up here in the second half. Possession is still a 10. Nobody has a plus-minus advantage right now, so we're going to keep playing this way. When the endurance check comes up, I will do 2 checks for each team. I will check the player on these numbers here, and I'll also check the extra 10 down here. So I'm checking potentially up to 4 players per check. That helps me get to those 5 subs. And for the most part, this has worked really well. There are a couple games where it goes super fast, and there's some games that I've had 2 subs. So just the team, I kept rolling players that were subs or alls or like 85s, and it just, I wasn't subbing out. So I do like this. It is working pretty well here, though. Okay. Oh, and Chelsea's bench is very defensive. So as they make subs, they played a lot of attacking players to start, which didn't leave a lot of attacking players to sub. So I think as this game goes on, they're going to go more and more defense. They got to at least be tied. They're going to play for that tie. Okay, Chelsea gets the ball to start the second half. 7:45, shot by Palmer off target. So it's yellow. It can't be stopped. Palmer goes off target, though, on an 80. And that's Real Madrid's ball. 354P. 414 is a possible corner. Nope, stopped by the defense. 448P. 838, possible shot by Bellingham against a 0, and it's saved. So Bellingham goes on target again. Saved by Sanchez. 22 is the number, so Chelsea will keep it. Shot by Jackson off target. So again, the yellow comes up. Off target, Real Madrid's ball. So action right out of the gate. Possible shot by Rudiger against a 1. That is on target, but saved. He's a -40. So Rudiger goes on target. Out of the gate, people coming out firing. Chelsea's ball. 257P. 741P. 785. Luka Modric's been really quiet. 785P. 438P star. Chelsea has possession. Possible shot. It's a shot by Neto. Okay, sorry. 41 is a shot by Neto. Can't be stopped, and it is off target. Wouldn't have been a goal anyway. So it's 29, but Courtois is a -2. That sends the shot off target. And that ends up being a 70, which is going to be Real Madrid's ball. 9:24 is a foul. Rodrigo fouled by Madueke. Free kick to Real Madrid. 2:34p. 175 taken away by Fofana. Chelsea's ball. 5:37 is a shot attempt by Fernandez against a 3. That's saved. So Fernandez goes on target. Chelsea pressing the action here. That's their 5th shot on target. Real Madrid with, I almost said Chelsea because of Courtois. Real Madrid ball, 7:14, and that's a corner kick for Chelsea, or for Real Madrid. There's that plus minus. So Mbappe rolls into the plus minus. He is a forward, so he gets a +2. Defenders get a +5. Defense mid +5, mid 4, attack mid 3, forwards 2. That plus minus factor benefits defenders to give them more value in the game. But that +2 will end up making them a +1. You see the arrow comes up, and now they get the possession advantage, moving them up to an 11. So corner kick to Real Madrid. They are now a 1-11. 3:48p, 4:45p. And we have a first endurance check. Mbappe is an 80 against Jackson's a 55. They both pass. Camavinga is a 75 versus Palmer. They both pass. If no subs happen, I'll just play that roll. Otherwise, I'll re-roll it, but I'm going to play this. So it's a possible shot by Mbappe against a 0. That's off target. So Mbappe, that's why I saw what was coming. Mbappe gets a shot off target. 52 is Chelsea's ball. 5:13 is a corner kick for Chelsea. 5:66p. 4:37p. 1:21, foul 2, and a foul. Fofana fouled by Tchouaméni. Free kick to Chelsea. 5:33, possible shot by Fernandez against a 10. That one stopped. 5th shot stop for Real Madrid. Endurance check. So again, how I'm playing this, it's 20. That would have been Chelsea's ball. I know it's a defensive number, but it would have been Chelsea's ball. So they're going to get the ball on the next roll if there's a sub. So Asensio is a 65 because he's -10. He passes. Fofana passes. Camavinga passes. And Madueke fails. So Madueke is going to get subbed out. Let me mark him so I don't forget. So this is our first sub of the game. Madueke will come out. Looking at the subs over here, his position is a position 4. So I will allow a range of 1 1/4 on either side. So it means a 2.75 to a 5. Notice all the defenders. So there's only one attacking player, and so every other player after this is going to be a defender, no matter what. That's how it comes up. It was random. Nkuku's coming in for Madueke. Actually, can he come in? No, he can't come in. So I play, I know, a lot of numbers. I play, each position has a position number and how many points that's worth. A defender's worth 5, and down to an attacker, a forward's worth 1. A team's allowed to be within a 32 to a 38. So a 32 is like a 4-3-3. A 38 is like a 5-4-1. They have to be in that point range. So Chelsea started out as a 32, so I can't increase them or make them below a 32. So it has to be a defensive player. The closest player is Lavia. So he is going to be the one that comes in. That will give them a little bit of range and some space, so if Nkuku's going to come in later. But Lavia is coming in for Madueke. And that's going to be a dog timeout in a second. Okay, let me write this down, and then I'll go let it up. They're done. You guys done barking? Okay, first sub. Lavia for Madueke. I saw how this lineup just went, and it's like, oh, that's crazy. So it's not gonna help them be better. So that's the first sub of the game. This is Chelsea's ball. We'll re-roll. Another endurance check. There's Tchouaméni and Sancho. They both pass. And Mbappe and Lavia is a sub, so they both pass. So Chelsea was 433 P plus. So they're in the P plus. 245 P plus. And we got a sub again. 3 versus 9. They both pass. 3 versus 7. They both pass. They stay in P plus. 355 P plus. 437 P star. Drops down to a P star, so no offensive advantage, just possession. Shot attempt by Caicedo against a 4. F off target. He rolls 100 on his shot, but it's off target. That will be an aerial battle. Mbappe versus Jackson. Mbappe wins that. Real Madrid has the ball. 6:27 is a foul. Camavinga, foul by Caldwell. Free kick. One thing I have noticed is I've always played as played lineups, as played subs, and this is taking me out of that comfort zone. Second halves play a lot slower for me because I'm working through the subs. I've gotten better at it, getting better at it, but yeah, it's different. And another check. So Asensio versus Palmer and Rudiger versus Lavia is a sub, so that's nothing. That's a 783 is a P. 9:15 fouled. Neto is fouled by Bellingham. A lot of endurance checks early. I'll go long stretches without an endurance check, so just kind of the roll of the dice. Shot attempt by Neto against a 4. That's off target. That will be Real Madrid's ball. Rooney. 10:52 shot by Mbappe against a 0. That's off target. 53 is Chelsea's ball. 5:35 shot by Fernandez against a 10. That one does get through, but it's off target. So a lot of shots. Chelsea's doubled up shots on Real Madrid, though. That is Real Madrid's ball. 5:51 P. 6:76 taken away by Lavia. Chelsea's ball. 7:66 P. 4:24 is a foul 2, and that's not a foul. It's a P. 8:27 shot by Sancho against a 10 is stopped. 10:30 shot by Jackson against a 6. That one gets through, and it's saved by Courtois. So Chelsea is pressing the action, really kind of controlling it. I know it's 1-1, so still anybody's game, but they are really pushing. It's an aerial battle. That's Mbappe versus Cucurella. Mbappe actually wins that. Cucurella can't get his hair on it. 9:64 P. 3:17 is a foul 2, and that's a foul. Rudiger fouled by Fofana. Free kick to Real Madrid. 8:72 taken away by Sancho. Chelsea's ball. 8:17 foul 2, and that is a foul. Sancho is fouled by Modric. Free kick. 9:86 P. 2:22 shot by Militao. How did I say I was going to pronounce that? Shot by Eder against a 16. That does get through, and it's on target, but it's saved. Militao. Shot on target. Real Madrid's ball. Shot attempt by Jackson against a 4. That one's off target. The shots are really flying here. That's already 9 in this half for Chelsea. Real Madrid's ball. 5:14 is a corner. Both teams have doubled their shots already in the first 22 minutes of the second half. Okay, plus minus. Rodrigo goes +3, and he'll get another corner. So they're a +4. 8:62 P. 3:81 taken away by Caldwell. 8:14 P. Okay, hold on 1 second. We got dogs that want to get out. I'm sure I'm not done with them yet. So we'll get P. 3:83 P. 10:51 shot by Mbappe against a 0. Off target. So he just can't connect. Rolls a 97 on the shot rating too. So if that's on target, it's a goal. 4 versus 6 is won by Real Madrid. 2:48 P. 9:52 P. 10:75 P. 7:37 is a P plus. Real Madrid with the advantage. 1:43 P plus. 3:72 is taken away by Caldwell. Chelsea with it. 1:25 is a P star. 3:62 P star. 4:53 P star. 1:62. 1:55. 434, they're holding it. P stars, 866, P star 867, P star, there we go. Endurance check. 5 versus 5, they both pass. It's Valverde and Fernandez. 8, Bellingham fails. So Bellingham is going to get subbed out against a 6 who is a sub already. So Real Madrid will make their first sub. I used to not play it during the P star, P plus. I just play it now to have it done, to get it out of the way. So Bellingham is coming out. He's a 3.25. So a 2 to a 4.5 in these positions down here. And then I do a random check against those, and that's Guler. Guler. I think it's Guler. He will be coming in for Jude Bellingham. He gets a +2, though, on the plus minus because he's coming in the 76th minute. So he will take that. Let me sub him into my lineup down here. And put him in. +2. They are now a +6. Okay. Chelsea's ball. We'll re-roll. 366 is a P star. 722 is a foul 5. Still a P star. 635 P star. Lots of control here by Chelsea. 154 P star. 123 is a shot by Fofana against a 10. That gets through, but it's off target. 19 shots for Chelsea. Very active game. Real Madrid's ball, though. 1068, and that's going to be a card. Jackson cards. He has a red card range, but he passes that check. It's just a yellow card. And Real Madrid has the ball. And another card check. This one's passed. Sancho doesn't fall into that, so it's a P. 266 P. 844. Shot by Guler against a 0 off target. So he goes. The sub goes off target. Chelsea's ball. 784. Taken away by Modric. 663. So we're down to 10 minutes. I have one sub each. We'll see if they start flowing here in the end. A lot of endurance checks early, not as many late. 663 P. 734. Shot by Palmer against a 10. That is through but off target. Palmer's fourth shot of the game. And a good roll, too. So it's an 83. Ends up being Chelsea's ball, though. Taken away by Palmer again. Chelsea has it. 377 P. 231 P star. Militao. 986 P star. 724 is a P star. 815 is not a corner. It's stopped. The corner red there is stopped by Chelsea. Still a P star. 353, 766, 775. Nope, not taken away by Palmer. Still Real Madrid's ball. 733. It's in his shot range, but it's stopped. I played as a P. So P is still in P star. 421, foul 2, and that's a foul. Tchouaméni foul by Caldwell. Getting late in the game here. Teams like what they have out there. They don't want to make the subs. They don't want to mess anything up here. 234 P, 665 P, 1075. Taken away. No, that's the other way. 1075 is a P. 143 P, 666 P. This is kind of crazy. No subs. 966 P, 245 P, 678. Taken away by Lavia. Chelsea has the ball. 564 P, 262. Almost a stoppage time here. Possible corner. Nope. Stopped by the defense. 572 is taken away by Fernandez. Chelsea has it. 836 is a P star. We go to stoppage time. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Still only one sub. 614 P star. 876 taken away by Guler. Rooney made it back in the room. Wants to see the finish. P plus by Guler. Guler with the P plus. 444 P plus. Can Real Madrid get something here at the end? Foul 1, and it's a foul. Camavinga, foul by Fofana. Coaches are letting it ride with this lineup. They don't want to sub out. 721, foul 3, and that's a foul. Modric, foul by Caldwell. Free kick to Real Madrid, 2 minutes to go. 688 taken away by Lavia. Chelsea with it, 8-12, and it's a corner. Down to the last couple of minutes, corner kick for Chelsea. 162 is a P. 313 is a possible corner. Nope, stopped. 154 P. 923 is a foul. Rodrigo fouled by Caldwell. Almost into the last chance saloon here for Real Madrid. They need to get something right here. 951. Oh, it's P star. That would have been close if it was in Mbappe's range. P star 986, P star 155. So I don't know. There's 2 minutes to go, and the clock will go when the clock goes. So this is where kind of the drama is coming in. 10:18 is a foul too, and that's a foul. Mbappe's fouled by Neto. Free kick to Real Madrid again. 117 foul 2 and a P. Still 2 minutes to go. 10:13 is a corner kick to Chelsea. Now they got a chance, and we're gonna check, and we're gonna start pulling some players here. So, corner kick in the last minute. Sorry, guys, but now we're going to have subs. Asensio is out. Jackson is out. And it's the same numbers, 1 and 10 again. So those two are going to go. So before the corner happens, Asensio is going to be replaced by F. Garcia. It's going to be replaced by Garcia. And Jackson is going to be replaced by Nkuku. So before that can happen, Jackson and Asensio. Let's put these guys in here. And all this probably maybe for one roll. It could be one roll away from being done. And Jackson is replaced by Nkuku. They go +2. They go +3 because Asensio was a -1. Peanut wants to get back in. Let's put these guys in here. You know, so much drama waiting for this to happen. They can score here in this shot, but if they get a shot here. Okay, we're going to re-roll. 988P. Still got some time left. 338P. 1025 offside in Nkuku. The clock doesn't want to switch here. 762P. 266P. 188P. 836 is a P star for Chelsea. They have the advantage. 534. Shot by Fernandez against a 12. That gets through and it's off target. So Fernandez gets a shot late. Off target. Real Madrid's ball. 1086P. The clock doesn't want to end. 581. Taken away by Valverde. Real Madrid has it. And they're going to get another corner. Tchouaméni goes -1. Corner kick. I could put these subs in here. Not that it matters at this point because we're one roll away. Maybe not. 146P, 233P plus. The game won't end. Ref waiting, looking at his watch. 253P plus, 756P plus, 288P plus, and that will do it. Okay, it took a while to get those last 2 minutes in, but that's going to end the game. Nobody scores in the second half. Good game. Lots of attacking options in there. But in the end, which these teams, they both wanted to win, but they both didn't want to lose. So picking up a point will help. I think this does hurt Real Madrid more than Chelsea. Chelsea gets to go at home next time to Real Madrid. I think they get to play whoever they play next. They got to win. These teams have got to win the rest of their games. They got to beat the other teams. They play each other one more time. They can afford something there, but they've got to win. So that's going to do it. Real Madrid ends up with 11 shots, 5 on target. Chelsea 21 shots, 6 on target. Player of the match, don't really know. Nobody really stood out. I know maybe Courtois. He gets 5 saves on the day. Faces 21 shots. But that's going to do it. So I'll get this. We'll get this up on YouTube, and we will hopefully. Don't even know what I'm going to say there. So lost my train of thought. So that is it. So the results will be posted on the Delphi forum. You also see them on Facebook. If you guys, again, like the video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. That's going to do it for Friday Night Football. The final tonight is Real Madrid 1, Chelsea 1. Everybody make sure you stay safe. Lots of stuff going on out there. Lots of weather things going on out there. Not at my house. It's just hot. Stay safe. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. And we'll see you all next week. Good night.